it just shows the hate that you put out for people that put love. There's so much love in the art that I put out.
With all due respect, what are you?
Okay, but he made Graduation though, right? I mean, I remember, dude. I mean, Bound. Who doesn't like Bound? Who doesn't like listening to Kanye super mixes? Who doesn't like listening to Kanye super mixes? Bound too, but it'll change your life. Flashing lights, exactly. Da, da, da. From GTA 4. Wait, is that actually from GTA 4? I'm not sure.
Talking about? I haven't said anything.
Dude, if Kanye really wanted to be real, if Kanye actually wanted to be real, you know what Kanye should do? Kanye should make all of his songs copyright free, okay? Kanye should make all of his songs copyright free so that I can play Kanye all day, every day before a stream starts, okay? I would play so many old Kanye songs, okay? Not the new ones, the old ones, all right? You have no idea. I spent way too long listening to Kanye, okay? So, like I have listened to so much shit at this point. Yeah.
What are you talking about? It's 30. Okay, now you're not taking accountability or responsibility.
Literally, you said it. You implied I haven't played your music. Of course I played your music.
No, sir. This is what you get for now. We can circle back when you can count.
Okay. Where's he gone, Sneako?
That's it for Ye. But it's nice to meet you, Piers.
Where's he gone?
I think he's just going back to work. There's several things he's working on. I was not aware.
Dude. What a fucking Giga Chad, dude. What a fucking Giga Chad, dude. That was fucking awesome. He has so much aura. True. Guy was aura farming, and he's like, I leveled up. Okay, see ya, bye. I'm leaving the low level area. I'm no longer farming in the low level area anymore. Get me out of here. The GTA 4 soundtrack was badass as hell. The beat 102.7 was my favorite station. It had a few Ye songs, I think. Oh, okay. All right. On GTA 4, I only listened to Vladivostok.
Where he was going to leave like this, but it seems like he got upset about the...
So it's all just a game, is it? Is that the idea?
Followers. I mean, life is a video game, is it?
No, I just wonder what the point of this exercise was. Was he supposed to do an interview or not?
What?
Are you supposed to do an interview? But I mean, the amount of Twitter followers, something like that, it's patronizing for no reason. You said his name incorrectly. You know his name is Ye. This is very public about that. Hopefully we could do it. I think this was good. We were prepared for a good interview. But come on, you know what you were doing.
What do you think I'm doing?
I think you were trying to patronize very intentionally by getting those two things, under his skin. Maybe it could have been about past interviews or because of what happened yesterday. But, I mean, this information is not that difficult to get right.
Yeah, we called him Ye, and we got his Twitter.
You know what? Fuck it. Sneako is also aura farming, okay? Sneako is also aura farming, okay? Is this the right eating itself? Not really. Piers Morgan is like a neoconservative, and what that means is that he's going to be very defensive of Jewish people in general. But Sneako is like, he's just a grifter, I guess.
Following count wrong by 1 million.
If I have to be accurate
32 to 33 million. Also, for the record, you guys dicked us around yesterday, and you seem to find that very entertaining and amusing in your live stream, which I'm sure you will now. You kept all my crew in Spain and here waiting, and then wasted their time. And then you got us all back now, and you've wasted our time again. And you again may find that funny and entertaining, and that's fine. I don't. I think it's a total waste of...
Well, because he knows what the top dog is, right? He knows that he has to beg for Kanye's attention, right? By the way, I just want to say I hate Sneako. I hate Piers Morgan. Kanye's alright, okay? I mean, like, he's so obviously anti-Semitic to the point where I don't hate him. I'm gonna be honest, okay? It's hard to hate yet. Listen, I wish more people were openly anti-Semitic. All right? I actually wish more people were honest about what they believe, okay? And even though he's crashing out, in my opinion, it's like, yeah, it's just better. I mean, he probably doesn't make good music anymore, but, you know, it is what it is.
Everyone's time and effort and money.
Well, I mean, it is. I was ready for the interview yesterday, too. My time is important as well, regardless if it was wasted. We have to admit this is somewhat entertaining. You know, this is going to be laughed at by many people. It's not what I expected,
what's entertaining?
That was funny. That's undeniably walking off right into the beginning of an interview is funny.
Yeah.
I think Piers Morgan understands that he is the one that needs Ye, not the other way around, right? So this is why, like, Sneako and Kanye is being like a Giga Chad and aura farming right now, right? Because I think they understand how the power dynamic works, right? Because I think that Piers Morgan understands that he is the one that is supposed to farm the slop, not the other way around, right? So I kind of get it. I get it.
Out of interest, what do you do with him?
I'm working on several
Sex.
films right now. I am
What?
streaming out here.
Okay.
I'm editing, and I work on things behind the scenes, some inspiration for art. I'm just there to try to help fulfill his vision.
Well, let me ask you the
too,
questions I would have asked him. So, I mean, out of interest, what is with his obsession with Hitler? Why is he so rampantly anti-Semitic?
I'm not going to answer
social
questions
media?
on his behalf.
Well, you're going to have to
I
because
can't
he's
answer
not
questions on
there.
his behalf.
He's not there.
What's that? What's that?
He's not there. Literally, he's dropping a track today called Heil Hitler. Why are you happy to be associated with somebody like that, out of interest?
I'm not going to speak on his art and his vision while
I'm
he's
asking
not here.
you why.
I find
I'm
it
asking you
inappropriate.
why you're happy to be associated with somebody who most of the world believes is now a rampant anti-Semite.
Well, you're associated as well. Your show's called Piers Morgan Uncensored.
Yeah.
You tried to get him censored on X. And here you are on the days we're going to release this song doing an interview with him. So we're all involved here. It's not like I'm the only one complicit.
Yeah, the reason I wanted to get him on was because I don't think anyone holds him to account for any.
I actually openly dislike Piers Morgan way more than Kanye. At least Kanye is funny, right? Like, at least Kanye is at least he's open about his beliefs. But Piers Morgan is just like a Trump dick sucker in disguise of an old man, right? Yeah, I think Piers Morgan should really, you know, he's really channeling the spirit of Monica Lewinsky these days, right? Sucking off Trump on the phone and under Trump's desk.
thing he does on X, and in fact, he deliberately breaches all of X's rules.
Also, for the record, okay, I actually do 100% believe that Piers Morgan is worse for democracy than Kanye, okay? Like, Piers Morgan is worse for the United States than Kanye, all right? Absolutely. So pretty much in all aspects, I actually support Kanye more than Piers Morgan, but I don't actually support Kanye, obviously, because he's crazy. But, like, Piers Morgan, he's, like, deliberately evil, right? Like, he hides his true beliefs a lot of the time, and he sets up these panels in all aspects. Yeah, pretty much. I'm sorry. Has Piers Morgan made Graduation? Has he made Flashing Lights? Has he made All the Lights? Has he made Bound? Exactly. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, has he come up with the lyrics? What is God to a non-believer? Come on. You know. Okay, you know.
Rules, and yet he does it with impunity and is allowed to do it, whereas millions of other accounts get suspended for far less offences. So I was going to ask him directly, which is why I mentioned his X following. I was going to ask him about what he puts on X and why he does this, why he continually attacks Jewish people, why he continually celebrates Adolf Hitler. And then I'm curious about, given he's not there, can't answer these questions, what your association is with this guy and whether you're comfortable to be associated with somebody who most people consider to be an anti-Semite.
I think I just answered this question. And these are good questions.
Really?
I think I just answered half
We
of
haven't
that
answered
one.
Well, still.
the question, though, have you?
But I mean, if I did, you said, what are you doing out here? And I said, I'm doing films and I'm recording behind the scenes and I'm streaming and I'm editing and helping fulfill his
Have
vision.
you been helping him with the track Heil Hitler?
No, I don't. I'm not a music guy. And if you wanted to get questions about his Twitter or X correct, then you should have got the number of followers correct. That was something intentional that you knew what you were doing.
So I got
if you
the
know
size of his
everything
dick
about
wrong.
what he's
Is
tweeting,
that what you say?
well, if you know everything else that he's tweeting, you should have got that right as well.
Oh, don't be so pathetic, Sneako. Honestly, what you're trying to do is you're trying to get good content which will promote you, Sneako. And I'm just curious how you, Sneako, deal with the fact that you are so openly associating yourself
You asked
now
that question a
with
few
somebody
times,
who
and I
seems
mean, I
to
can ask you the same
worship
thing.
Adolf Hitler and is pro the Nazis. Do you feel comfortable about that?
No, we worship God. There's a
No,
if you're gonna
he
say it's
worships
pathetic
Adolf
that
Hitler.
I'm here promoting this. We could talk about how
He
pathetic it
worships
is that
Adolf Hitler.
that you were essentially working for Israel up until a couple months ago and
Really?
promoting
When was I
things
working for
like
Israel?
genocide and not pushing back.
When was I working for Israel?
If it's pathetic to make films behind the scenes of one of the greatest living artists, probably the greatest living artist,
Well, he certainly was.
To point the finger
He
at you and
certainly
say
was
it's pathetic as well.
he was a great artist. Unfortunately, he's become a rampant anti-Semite who adores Adolf Hitler.
He should have said that his music sucks now. Like, there's no shot Piers Morgan actually listens to Kanye, right? Like, yeah, it makes no. Unironically, I've been listening to his music more ever since he became more anti-Semitic. Yeah, me too. Me too. I think that Western anti-Semitism needs a revival. Okay, I'm tired of the Middle Eastern anti-Semitism that Hassan portrays. Okay, I think we need a revival of Western anti-Semitism. Okay.
Embraces Nazism, uses swastikas,
I'm pretty sure he says he loves
to
everyone.
sell his
I'm not
merchandise,
gonna speak
and has
for
a
him,
new
but
record out called Heil Hitler. So forgive me if I don't currently
the
see
song
him
isn't out. I mean,
as one of the
everything you're
world's
saying
great
in this question
artists.
is incorrect.
Yeah, but I don't see
Everything
him.
you're saying in this question is incorrect.
Sorry?
The song isn't out. The song isn't out for one, and two, he says he loves everyone. He says he loves Jews. He says he loves Hitler. He says he loves everybody. But
Really? So when he says, let me ask you, given you're the one sitting there, he said Jews were better as slaves. You have to put your Jews in their place and make them into your slaves. You then said make your Jews work for you, but watch them as close as you can. Whip the Jews. You comfortable with that, Sneako?
I think it's. I find it funny. That's not something that I would do personally. I don't whip anybody.
You think it's funny, do you? Whipping
condone
Jews?
Slavery.
Using Jews as slaves? You think that's funny?
I think the context of that is funny, yeah.
What's the
also
humour?
to
I'm
remove
missing,
any sense of humor
I'm missing
from
the
that
humour.
is
What's the
ridiculous.
humour?
It's. I mean, do you want me to break down a joke for you?
You think it's a joke, do you, about whipping Jews?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a joke because I've been here for a couple weeks and he hasn't whipped any Jews.
Really? So because he hasn't actually...
W response. W response. That's a good response. That's a good ass response. I've been here for several weeks and I'm pretty sure he hasn't whipped any Jews.
She whipped any yet.
Yeah,
That's a joke.
He really has.
Yeah.
Really has. But Piers, before I leave,
dude.
I don't want to speak on his behalf. If you're agreeing
But what
that
choice
he's
do we
the
have? You
greatest
set
living
this
artist
thing.
right now,
You set this farce up. He's dicked us around. You're the one left. So you're going to have to be accountable for him. Unless you want to walk away too.
God, I hate Piers Morgan so much. Somebody tell me if I'm being too extreme, okay? Because I actually hate... Like, I wonder if I'm being too blinded, right? Where I hate Piers Morgan so much to the point where I can excuse Kanye's open anti-Semitism. But the more I think about it, the more I feel like I make sense here. Like, I actually do think Piers Morgan is more damaging too. I mean, it's kind of like a let them fight kind of scenario, right? If that makes sense. It's like, let them fight. But like, yeah, I mean, like, he's just so stupid. I just think it's retarded. Unironically, the same thing he said about Andrew Tate. He doesn't know what happens in the Red Room, though. What is the Red Room? He's not that bad, but I definitely dislike him, and he does content farm. I mean, Piers' slop is really entertaining. Like, it's obviously really entertaining. But the thing is that, like, every one of the panels that he designs and that he makes is very deliberately made in such a way to give advantage to only one side, right? Like he only wants to give an advantage to one side, and things just seem kind of silly, right? Like the way that he, like, I don't know, phrases things. I don't know.
Accountable? What do you want to hold me accountable?
Oh, like the way that he designs these panels. Yeah.
If you don't want to answer questions either, you are free to stand up and walk away like a...
Right, it's not actually made for real dialogue, right? It, like, you can say that this is open dialogue or whatever, right? No, it's not.
Little sniveling.
Well, you can ask questions.
Too.
If you have questions for me, then I'll feel free to answer those.
Here's my question for you. Why is your mate Ye?
Is this whole thing going to be interrupting, or is this whole thing just going to be interrupting? Or do you want me to speak at all?
You're sounding like Andrew Tate Light, like his annoying little younger brother we never knew about. Okay, doesn't work with me. Okay, you set this thing up. It's obviously some kind of elaborate prank.
Okay, your team asked me to do this. If you want to be Netanyahu Light on TV,
but given you want to,
if you want to be Dave Portnoy with the suit,
that's fine.
Then sure. If you want to do ad hominem attacks, then why invite someone on your show? I set this up because your team asked me to do it. I did everything that I could. If I knew that this would, I'm not here wasting your time. You're angry at me for setting up an interview that you wanted. If you have questions for me, I'm happy to answer those.
Here's
if you want to keep doing insults, there's no point in me being here.
Why did Jay stand up like a sniveling little coward and walk away before I could ask him difficult questions?
For the third time, Piers, I don't know if you have a hearing problem, but I'm not going to answer questions on another man's behalf. But
really?
Thank you for
Even though
having
you
me.
set up the interview with him
another time, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, something from me, he's a sniveling little coward, and he's an anti-Semite and a Hitler worshipper. That's what I would have asked him if he'd had the balls to sit there and take the questions. And there you are, proudly associating yourself with him. Good luck to you, Sneako. Everyone can see you for what you are.
Okay, come on. Sneako won. No. Like, I'm sorry. Like, bro is aura farming. He's just aura farming. Look at him.
Everyone can see you for what you are. Good luck to you, Sneako.
He's just fucking aura farming.
Go. Everyone can see you for what you are.
Dude, Sneako was the cuck, and now he's cucking Piers Morgan. That was beautiful. All right, awesome. I'm glad I watched this. This was a good use of my time.